Welcome to the Galactic Mind Weather Report. So I'm coming to you today in the center of the 13 days of the Blue Monkey Wave Spell. So this is 13 days dedicated to the evolution of our capacity to be the magicians of our lives. And part of this Blue Monkey Wave Spell, it sounds beautiful, to create magic and illusion and play. It has very light, playful words that are very creative. We pay money to go see shows for people that have mastered the art of illusions and this incredible creativity that comes from a magician. But when it comes down to the grittiness of how does this energy move through us to evolve us, it's sometimes not as fun, because the Blue Monkey energy, when it enters our lives, it's like this mischievous kind of Loki energy that comes in to really test us. When the Blue Monkey days or the Blue Monkey Wave spells come, I've always watched and witnessed how, these are the days and the times you'll lose your keys or run out of fuel in your car or just continuously smash things or drop things. And it's not because this archetype is here to mess with us and just, revel in our suffering. But the Blue Monkey archetype, it comes to heal the terminally serious. So it comes to really demonstrate through practical experiential, actions, just how ridiculous this obsessive grasping for our need to control and our need to know and our need for everything to be within this compartmentalized, scientific, structured organization so that we can feel safe, so that we can let go, so that we can then be able to fully live the life that we came here for. And so often what happens is the Blue Monkey energy comes into our lives, and if it's anything like mine has been for the last week, it literally can pull the rug right from under your feet. It can take away all the security that you thought you'd had to leave you floundering in the unknown. And it does this because when we have our hands so tightly gripped on what we think we know, when we are so tightly holding on to our security blankets of, explanations and justifications for why things have happened and why I am where I am now and where I'm going. And when we're so tightly grabbing onto these things, we're actually strangling our creative freedom. We're strangling our capacity to be magicians. We're strangling our capacity to be able to just dance in the illusion that is life and just take every moment for what it is. Every moment that something fucks up in our world, pardon my expression, but every time something, breaks or goes wrong or we experience some form of suffering, there's a moment. There's a moment of opportunity that opens that was never there before. And this is what they talk about with gratitude. And a lot of people think, this spiritual douchery of talking about gratitude for things which are suffering and horrible, and I of course get where that comes from, but I believe there's a bit of a misunderstanding of what gratitude really represents. And when you dive into the teachings around being grateful for your life, being grateful for every moment, being grateful for the sufferings, you start to discover that what it's talking about is not being grateful for all these challenges and the pain and the suffering itself, but it's about developing the capacity to be grateful for the opportunity that has arisen as a result of these happenings. It's about being grateful for this moment that I'm standing here talking to you right now, this moment where you are sitting there looking at this video right now. This moment is an absolute gift from the universe. Just simply because you are here, that you are alive, no matter what state you are in, no matter what state your physical vessel is in or your mental condition, the fact that you are here is something more than nothing. It's literally, it is something. And it is something that we are given with unconditionally, is this moment right now. And every moment that leads on from this one is a new gift. It's a new opportunity to make a choice as to what and how you are going to respond to each moment. And when I really dropped into that over the last few days, it was a video shared by one of my really powerful brothers, Willow, who just had this incredible TED talk. It was a brief TED talk on gratitude, and when I really dropped into that, I realized how powerful changing that perspective of how we perceive each moment, how powerful that is in freeing up my creative energy to allow myself to stand shoulders back and full of energy again. Realizing that I don't need to be grateful for the hurt and the challenges and the suffering, but I want to be grateful for the opportunities that have come because of those. I want to be grateful for the strength that I've developed due to moving through those things consciously and responding to them instead of reacting out of pain and fear. And that brings us to today, the red resonant earth. So the red resonant earth archetype is here today to help us recalibrate back to what it takes to be a magician in your life. And the red resonant earth is saying that in order to be a magician, we must really hone our capacity to trust in the synchronic order of life itself, to trust in the interconnectedness of all events, of all beings, that there is an energetic field that is running through all of us, that is running through every object that surrounds me. And there is an intelligence that is connecting and harmonizing those things. And it's the human perspective that sees the pain and suffering. But when you see it from this higher view, when you allow yourself to let go of control, to let go of needing security, and sit in that fearful place, and allow yourself to feel fear, allow yourself to feel hope and love and bliss and pain, and just be present in those places, trusting that it's all part of the divine interconnectedness of the universe, that there is a synchronic flow, that there is this happenstance, this coincidence, this synchronicity that is guiding the right connections. And that goes for good things and bad things. You know, sometimes we have synchronicity that is amazing and powerful, that leads us towards abundance and these incredible blissful experiences. And sometimes synchronicity is connecting us with challenges, with grit and with pain and suffering. Not to punish us, but to inspire us to break out of our shells and get the courage to just to come forward and step up into our power and to become fully human. And so the red earth, the red resonant earth today is asking for us to remember that to be a true illusionist means to let go of everything we think we know is real and solid, and to really embrace the unknown and follow every moment and move with precision in each moment, trusting that within the unknown and the fear that you might feel in that moment lies the resources that you need in order to create the great magic trick of that moment, to reform your reality according to your heart's inspiration and motivation, from a place of hope and a place of creation. Instead of reacting to the unknown and scrambling in the mind for illusionary webs of security based in some archaic idea of wisdom. Or knowledge, I should say. Our minds create so much suffering. And that's part of being human. So today, and for the rest of this Blue Monkey Wavespell, see if you can find it in your heart each moment when you wake up in the morning and as you come up against challenges, as you drop things and they smash, as your plans fall away. See if instead of being victim to these happenings, you can find a place of gratitude. And I don't mean synthetic gratitude, artificial gratitude, saying the words in the mirror, I'm so grateful for this. Don't do that. If that's all you can do, then you're better feeling the pain. I'm angry right now, or I'm bitter, or I'm pissed off, and just feel it. And often you only need to actually feel the emotion for a few minutes to process it, or maybe half an hour, or maybe it's a day. Who knows for you how your emotional process works? That's for you to find out. But allow the emotion to be digested. And as soon as it's digested, as soon as that emotion begins to settle down a bit, as soon as you can, authentically recalibrate your awareness to a point of gratitude. See if you can identify the opportunity that has opened up as a result. For example, if you smash your car, then there's an opportunity to find a way to get a new car that is suitable to who you are now, that is fresh for the moment of who you are now. It gives you an opportunity to reassess your financial situation. It gives you an opportunity to reassess what steps you will take next in following the synchronic order to stepping into your power to attract the things that you need in your material world. There's opportunity everywhere. There's opportunity for new growth all around us right now. And yes, there's things tearing down all around the planet. We are all struggling. I'm going through it. We're all going through our insecurities. You know, there's a massive feeling of just not being good enough, that we're not getting anywhere. What's the point? But when that's the general vibe around, that means that things, as they collapse, new doorways open. People are letting go of their grip on what they think is safe and secure, and they're in this limbo land where it's very scary. But because of that, it means there has never been a better time for change. So let's get busy creating the greatest magic trick that this world has ever seen. A magic trick that is fueled by just pure love, unconditional love, and respect for each other. And let's focus on what is my personal part of this magic trick. Let's not worry about each other. Let's trust that the synchronic order is going to pull into line all the other parts of this grand magic show that we're about to put on. And just focus on really working out what is your part of the script and how can you best step into that in these moons to come as we bear witness to the greatest transformation that humanity has ever seen. And I know I'm pretty excited for it. And I'm also extremely exhausted. And I'm tired. And at times deeply saddened and hurting. But even through all of this, there's this fire inside me that has never gone out. And I can feel it beginning to blaze again. I can feel this passion beginning to come back. This fire for change and transformation that believes that no, there is hope. And the time is now. So join me in changing this world by first changing yourself. There's never been a better time. Now I'll see you at the next wave spell, which is the Yellow Seed Wave Spell. 13 days of targeting our awareness on the highest potentials, where we plant the seed in the soils that we are working right now so hard. So know that there are good times ahead, and just really trust one step at a time. And you're not alone. This is a global phenomenon, and we're doing it together.